Hello, everyone, and welcome to flatcapeurotalk. It is yet again another scout report and it is going to be the very talented Pedro Gonçalves, someone who I've really rated, probably someone that you guys have probably gotten a bit sick of me mentioning a bit too much at these days. But I'm going to be joined by David, and I'm pretty sure David is quite unaware of this guy at the moment. So let's just get a quick background on him. Let's just go through it quickly here. Born in Vidago, Portugal, age 23. His position does include basically the number 10. He's basically just number 10 at heart. He can play in the attacking midfield as well as the right wing. I can probably make a conjecture he can play in the left wing as well. His youth career included Valencia and Wolves and was very highly rated by the former Spurs boss Nuno Espirito Santo. His height is around 5 feet 8 inches, 1.73 meters tall, which doesn't means he's not a very tall guy, but he's very, very agile and quick on his feet. His last season in Liga NOS or in the Primera Liga, he played 32 matches, I believe, in the league, scored 23 goals, and had 3 assists as well. I think he's had a spectacular season over there. He really has, and I do feel like he will set this team alight if we were to go after him. I definitely feel that way. But let's go to his attributes. He's a deadly finisher, really knows how to be able to just finish it clinically. He has very good free kick ability, which I think, these two attributes could say maybe to a degree he could be kind of like a Christian Eriksen replacement. Very good dribbler, very, very agile, knows how to destroy defenders for certain. Also loves hitting it with the outside of his foot, with the outside of his boot. And then as well, he's a fantastic creator and also knows how to hit it from distance. But David, anything about these attributes, that maybe, kind of spring out to you?
Two things that really spring out to mind is the free kicks and the creator. Two things that we really lack at Tottenham Hotspur right now. That if we got someone like this guy, a dead ball specialist, and someone that can create, it would only make it. It would only improve us, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really would only improve us. But let's just break down then his highlights. Let's just get into it quickly then. Um, we're going to go into Pedro Gonçalves, someone who I really do would say is just, I would just say everybody just sit back, relax, enjoy this guy. He's an absolute baller. Especially, I think all these highlights are going to be pretty much from his last season where he did score those 23 goals and 3 assists. So certainly just someone who I really have always rated. And I know David will like him as well. And he has excellent creating ability, an excellent passer, an excellent pinging ability. Again, this is Liga NOS, so sometimes you have to take it, into consideration. It's not maybe the best of competitions, but it is certainly, by no means, a bad league at all, considering we've even struggled against some of these teams before. But I really do love his passing range and I love his creating ability. And he's very comfortable in the middle of the park, David.
That was another good ball over the top.
This is where the finishing is going to come into display here.
Very easy to shank them.
We've seen someone, maybe a certain Gio Celso, really struggle with finishing like that, and this is what I kind of love about him is I just feel like his finishing ability is unreal. Can take corner kicks, can take free kicks for us too. Plays Andre Silva there. Andre Silva's definitely got to bury that. I feel kind of bad for the guy. Certainly probably gotten a lot more assists when you think about it.
Oh, that's cool and calm and collected. Most people would try and strike that there.
Ooh.
Oh.
Again, maybe probably could, do that's a very clever finish, but I think he honestly probably deserved a bit more assists when I think about it as well. Ooh, that is very well done.
Good finish.
Very, very quick onto the ball there, kind of the first one to react as well.
Yeah.
I promise though that the deadly finishing will start coming. Everybody, it certainly will. This is again, I think he's actually more of a clinical finisher than maybe people realize, and I think his ability to receive the ball in the middle of the park again is very, very impressive.
Another good ball. Yeah, this guy's got a very good passing range. Something that he's a striker's dream. Because you can just make your run and you know that he can find you. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about coming dropping deep or anything like that because this guy will find you. So just make your run.
Definitely. So I think actually, maybe to a degree, a Tanguy or a Gia. Wow, Dave, that's the outside the boot right there. Actually, being able to play that, someone that probably could replace the likes of Gio and Lascelles or Gio or maybe Tanguy, I would say as well. Just be able to, be a bit better finisher, also be able to slide people in through like that. I mean, that is honestly very, very impressive. Again,
that's a very good ball. If David Silva done that, people would be purring.
That is, again, another very, very classy finish.
It's too easy.
I think this could be another person I would say, and also he just returned back from injury, I believe, a pretty nasty injury as well, and then started off his Champions League campaign, David, with a brace as well against Besiktas, so
Oh,
he's
good
kinda just
ball.
gonna pick up on the same form that he had last season by the looks of it.
He's a tidy little player, so he is, I have to say. Ah,
That's a Harris finish right there, that is a Harris
composure.
finish.
Keeper's expecting something immaculate, and it's just a good old-fashioned toe walk.
Hits it with power as well with some of these he certainly isn't, lacking power on some of these finishes.
No,
There's an excellent ping
that's a great
again.
ball.
Ooh.
It's that little pass there, them little crosses there, that cuts teams open. And the reason why the strikers are going into them spaces because he knows this guy's going to find them.
And he seems to also be in and around the box as well.
So
He's not afraid to go into the box, Dave, and clean up for maybe his own strikers as well.
no, he's not. He does. He's definitely an opportunist in the box. That's for sure. Too easy that. That's good balance. What finish? See you later.
3 or 4 players in there, and he just
Like
takes
you
them
say,
all out of
might
the
get
game.
seated them.
Good timing on that. Again, some of these chances that they're blowing for him, I feel bad for the guy.
That was a good ball. Oh,
These are just wow. I mean, that just took out 4 players right there.
and he can even do it on a wet pitch. That's what we were talking about, lad. He'd fit right in the UK. Do you know what? We
Excellent
just now
timing
on
on these.
Bruno Fernandes. Why don't we go and get this guy?
I think I've actually said before, David, and there's a lot of articles about the guy. Actually, I'm glad you said that. There are a lot of articles that have said that he's, to a degree, been the Bruno Fernandes replacement, which was why they actually weren't too afraid of letting him go at Sporting,
Mm,
because they knew that he was coming through the ranks, and they knew that he basically would, to the best of his ability, replace what Bruno Fernandes was
mm.
doing over there. So I think that's why, especially, they've really enjoyed him.
Yeah, no, it'd be a good signing. Not quite Bruno Fernandes, but like for like.
Definitely like for like, certainly plays, I just think, we're
Beautiful
looking
ball.
for that number 10, that creative midfielder. Again, I think ooh, that is intelligence right there. If we're looking for that creative midfielder, I certainly feel like he would be that excellent replacement for either Tanguy or Gio. I think you do take out Tanguy or Gio. I don't think you get rid of both of them, but if you were to get rid of one of them, I think you would replace him with this guy right here.
Yeah, I think so, 100%. It can't be any worse than what we've got anyway. At least he has a bit of composure and he can pass the ball.
hmm
Oh, that's naughty. Oh, what a
Very
little
good with
shot.
his left foot, actually, on some of these finishes.
Do you know what, Jack? He's not selfish, and that's the biggest attribute I'd say that he actually has. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of times there he could have tried to shoot and maybe not even scored, but he's squared it or he's playing someone else in. He's not selfish at all.
Wow, that is a pass and a half. That is a pass and a half. Very, very composed, I would say as well. The guy just really,
Yeah,
to a degree, sees it in slow motion. It seems like at
yeah,
moments as well.
spot on there. I mean, that's just a beautiful cross.
Beautiful lift on it as well. Just seemed to just be there's the outside the boot again.
Oh, see it?
Oh,
Oh, no way. Go on, skin the fullback too. See that? That's a defense splitting pass, right? Straight away, you're in. We've spoke about this many times. Is you need someone with that passing ability. They're hard to come by. Someone
hmm
that just puts the right weight on the pass, someone that has the vision, someone that kind of has it all. And by the looks of it, this guy, he has a bit of all of that. And look, hopefully, Tottenham can have a look at this guy and maybe sign him up because what he can do is, he can get you on the attack from deep in your own half with his passing ability.
hmm
One ball, he can put you straight away on the attack and behind the defense, and you need players like that. Oh,
Oh,
oh my God, that's naughty.
These passes right here, I think, is what we're just really missing in the
Yeah,
team. Just someone that can split the defense, someone that can play in between the lines, someone that can, just see in between the,
someone
in
that can just
between
do
the
that.
defensive lines. Just split
Just what
them.
he done there. Composure. Talk about composure on the ball across.
And that was him finishing it right there as well. Something he's almost showing his own teammates, David, how to finish it because he's been giving his
Good
teammates
finish.
that pass throughout these highlights, and they've been yet to finish some of them as well.
The way it bounced up as well, it's very easy to miss hit that.
Again, that's another kind of striker's finish, the way he does this.
Just opens the foot there. Love it. Good old classic. That's a good old classic finish that way. You just open the inside of the foot.
Don't
Beautiful.
overcomplicate it. Yeah.
Ah,
Left-footed player actually seems to be very good with his left foot. Actually, seems to be very two-footed at least when it comes to finishing. Again, I would say his finishing ability is probably. I think David's right where his passing ability is actually very underrated, and he probably should have had a lot more assists, especially when there's someone like Jesus. Look at that donkey. Um, but you think about it, David. Like someone like him, if his one of his best attributes is finishing and he plays in the middle of the park, I mean, that is, a very underrated attribute, you might say, because
yeah.
then he can actually provide the goals.
But he's well able to take the contact too, though, Jack. Look,
Hmm.
you look at the size of him. Players like him, with his first touch, with his passing ability, you don't need to be physical. You know what I mean? You do not have to be physical to be able to affect the game.
That was a nasty
So,
deflection.
but the fact that he's not afraid of taking contact as well, and he knows it's going to come, and the fact that he's able to ride the challenges as well, it's a huge plus.
Hmm. Oh, a little dink
Oh,
there.
that's ridiculous. That's just a ridiculous thing. They must have been about 6-0 up when he tried that.
The timing of that every time, I think, is unbelievable from him. He actually just waits for the actual perfect moment. Oh, no way he went for that. No way he
Oh,
went
the
for
two
that.
of
No
them.
way he went for that.
Oh,
What a monster.
that's just naughty.
Ooh,
Oh,
shifty. What
oh,
a finish.
what a finish.
The left foot is
I was
actually
going to
very
say DP
underrated.
there, but Jesus Christ, what a finish.
I think I missed out on that attribute. I will say probably is his left-footed finishing. Oh, a little
Could
scrappy there. There you go. Like to see that actually. He's scrappy, very scrappy.
have gave up on it. He didn't. Love it.
Want to see him absolutely bend one here. Oh, that's bad keeping,
Oh,
but maybe too much power. Maybe too much power for the keeper there. That's a bit poor
oh.
keeping. That's a bit poor keeping. Oh, that's a bit
Still though,
shocking.
if you don't shoot Jack from outside the box, you don't score. You know what I mean? You
I
have to.
completely
Yeah,
agree.
that's another thing that we lack is someone that's willing to take a shot from outside the box. Just get stuff on target. Start putting the keeper under pressure and stuff like that. You don't shoot, you don't get your reward, lad.
No, I completely agree. I mean, I kind of maybe probably picked the wrong highlight reel for this one because the one I do remember was just, outside boots galore. But at the same time, I think you guys probably got a good grasp of, his finishing ability, his ability to play through the lines. And also, as well, he's absolutely on fire at the moment. So we are picking someone that is, in form, what you might say as well. I feel like we should go after the guy. Maybe a bit of a, during that time when we were working on a Levy budget, would be that guy that I would get under Levy budget. So I still wanted to do this one. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. But David, if you were to, give a rating on this guy, maybe, what would you feel like? Would you, desperately want him? Would you maybe look elsewhere? Would you, not be mad to take him at all? Like, how do you feel about it?
Do you know what? I definitely have him on the radar. I'd look elsewhere and maybe compare what else is available. But all I would say is if we want to improve Tottenham, you need to be bringing in players like this, players that can go forward, players that have an eye for a pass, players that can get you on the attack from deep inside your own half, one pass, players that can take the ball on, players that can shoot from outside the box as well as inside the box, and players that genuinely just know how to kick a football. Just stroke one in, loft one in for your attacker to go and attack, And look, this guy seems to like he has a bit of it all. Some people may say his strength and maybe his height. Look, when you have a first touch like him, all I'd say is remember back to Luka Modric for some of his first touches, gone before they can even get physical with you. So this guy, I really would. I would definitely I'd definitely bring him in. I really would. I actually would.
I think he's the Gio Lo Celso replacement, especially if, we are gonna continue to play Gio Lo Celso on the right wing, continue to play him in that center attacking mid role, in that number 10 role. I think he'd be an excellent replacement for Gio. And then maybe you continue to, I guess, to give chances to Tongi, which just sounds hard to say. But
Well,
that's what I would say, everybody. He's definitely someone that could at least replace one of our attacking midfielders.
look, Jack, you look at Lascelles with his outside of the boot passes. I mean, and you compare them to what we've just seen here. It's night and day. So, I mean, ship out Lascelles for whatever, how much he cost, and then go and get this guy. You're getting an improved player, but not only that, you're getting a player with a calm composure in the final third. He's not a rat. You see Lascelles, he's erratic, he panics. This guy it slows down when he's in the final third. And
Right.
that's the sign of a good player. When everything else is happening around him at such speed, his vision, it's like he sees everything in slow mo. Can't
Mm.
argue with that. Good player.
Yeah, great player, great finisher, great eye for a pass. But that'll be all for now in terms of flat cap Euro talk and this scout report. Plenty more to come. Going to continue to bang out these, especially when we know that we need to get a lot of this deadwood out. There will be a big show that I'll be doing with Darius this week. Just stay tuned, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you just never miss one of these. So you know what maybe players I'm thinking about, what players maybe David's thinking about, or even the rest of the Harris Army and Flat Cap Army is thinking about. But that'll be all for now. Again, please like, please subscribe, and enjoy maybe the future videos. Bye.